Welcome back to Perkins Pipes. We speak sometimes about an embarrassment of riches when you've just been so blessed and you feel like you've been given so much and you recognize that you don't deserve it. And so we'll use that expression. And such is the case for what we're going to talk about in this video. And you notice I don't have the pipe ready to go yet. And that's because I just received, just a few minutes ago, in the mail, a letter and a package from the North Virginia Piper. And that is Mr. Skyler Grimes. He has been on an episode of Briarside Chat with me. So be sure to check that one out. And what I think is really, really cool here, and I'm trying to get this to where we can see it nicely, but he has his own stamp for his letterhead, for his stationery. So how cool is that? The North Georgia Piper. And so he sends me this note, and he explains what is in the package. My friends, this is an embarrassment of riches. So let me show you what I got here. He sends me a bag of Louisiana Perkins. Sends me a bag of dark-fired Kentucky. Sent a bag of red Virginia, and a bag of cube cut burley. Now, first of all, that's Christmas morning right there. On top of that, though, he sends me this delightful tin of Zendor Danish mixture. It says on the back here, Black Cavendish, Swedish Golden Virginia. And we'll go ahead and give you a look at this. You know, the one thing about these videos is they have not figured out how to do smell-o-vision, smell-o-rama, right? I wish you could smell this. Oh my goodness, that is just absolutely delightful. I'm not going to be smoking that one today. I am going to be bringing out a Danish pipe for that when we give that guy a try. Now, Skyler had suggested for these others giving them a try in a cob or a meerschaum. Well, I had not had my little meerschaum out for a while, so I thought we could give this guy a try with one of these. So let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what the aroma is on this red Virginia. Red Virginia. Okay. Okay, nice. Like that. Here's the dark-fired Kentucky. We're going to go completely off the nose here to decide which one to try today. That's interesting. That dark-fired Kentucky. Let's see here. Here's the cube cut burley. Cube cut burley. Okay. And the Louisiana Perkins. Interesting there. Now, he does mention in his note, he says, blah, 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 blah. I hope you enjoy the raw blending components. To get the best flavor out of them, I smoke them in either a cob or a meerschaum. So let's see here. Now, you know, I usually put comments or questions at the end. I'm going to go ahead and throw a question out there to Skyler or anybody else, because he used the word kind of raw components. Would folks blend these? Would you blend some of these together, 2 of them together, 3 of them together, all 4 of them together? How would you go about that? I have to say the dark-fired Kentucky really kind of interested me just right up front. So let's get this guy filled. Let's get him lit. And let's get to talking. So here we are with the dark-fired Kentucky in this little meerschaum. So okay. We'll talk about this, the flavor of this as we go along here. Now, you did tell me that these can burn a little hot, so we'll be a little conscious of that as well. We've talked about gratitude on this channel. And obviously there's a certain amount of gratitude in this video. Partly this is a thank you video to Skyler. So thank you, Skyler. Again, North Georgia Piper. I'll have his YouTube link here as well. But I want to talk about generosity. Just people giving out of the goodness of their hearts. So Skyler and I connected on YouTube, and somewhere along the way, we made the connection about him coming on Briarside Chat, which, by the way, if you would ever like to be on an episode of Briarside Chat with me, please shoot me an email, perkinspipes@gmail.com. Love talking with everybody, and perhaps you should be a guest on a Briarside Chat. And so he was a guest. And then we've conversed since then about fountain pens and so forth. But I got to tell you, and I've seen this in so many videos about pipes on YouTube. I mean, good grief. Sending a guy a tin of tobacco, putting together four bags of tobacco to send that through the mail, unasked, unbidden. My mercy, that is a generous, generous thing to do. By the way, I'm enjoying this. Few puffs in. Some of you can perhaps help me build my vocabulary. What am I tasting in this this dark-fired Kentucky? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the flavors are that I'm tasting in this. And again, we'd love your thoughts on blending as well. But back to the generosity thing. You know, Jesus says at one point, given it will be given to you, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, and poured into your lap. Growing up, I had a particular image of what that meant. I did not know either of my grandfathers. They had both passed before I was born. I did know both of my grandmothers. And with one of them, somewhere in, I don't know, November, early December, I would go to spend the night with this one grandmother, and we would make Christmas cookies. Her recipe of Christmas cookies, which our family, my wife and children, we still make my grandma's Christmas cookies every year, sugar cookies. Using her cookie cutters as well. And I remember Grandma when it came to getting her flour together, I remember her putting it in this little silver sifter. It had a little handle to it, little trigger, and you pulled on the trigger, and it, put that out. And I just remember sometimes she would put that flour, and then she would shake it down. Right? You're shaking the air out, just shake it down, put some more in. Not unlike, at least the way I fill a pipe, I just drop it in, shake it down, then light tamp more, a little more tamping, that sort of thing. And that's the image I had as a boy growing up of a good measure pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Now, of course, you don't give just to get. All right, that's a little cheesy. But it does seem to be that the people who are the most blessed tend to be the most generous. They just turn around and give of themselves, their time, their money, their talents, their tobacco. And I really think that's just wonderful. That is just absolutely, absolutely wonderful. I often find myself wishing I could give more to people in, again, a variety of ways. Maybe it's wish I could give more of my time. I wish I could give more of my money, whatever. So talk to us a little bit about giving. What motivates you to give? What would ever motivate you to just bless somebody? And I gotta be honest, Skyler and I, we've only connected over YouTube, had some emails back and forth, and now he's sent me this note. I'm going to send him a thank you note. But we don't know each other in person, right? Really, really well. What would ever motivate you to give to somebody that you don't know that well? Or to somebody you do know? Right? What motivates you to do that? If you're a person who does that, if you are one of those generous souls who simply likes to give and to bless others. And I'll say this, chances are if you are one of those souls, you don't like to talk about it. Because if you're generous, chances are you're humble as well. So let me just say right now, anything you share in the comments is not bragging, okay? I ask you. So please share with us your thoughts on why you like to give to other people. Skyler, again, thank you so much. We'll certainly be trying these others as time goes on. You'll see these in upcoming videos. As Malcolm Guite likes to say, I do these little things in order at last to do nothing. Or as I like to say in Latin, Parva ut tandem, nihil agam. Have a wonderful day.
There was a man who walked the earth.